Thinking of leaving the cold and the crowds in Massachusetts and heading to the Carolinas? You're definitely not alone. It's estimated that over 18,000 people relocated to just North Carolina from New England in 2023. So you won't have a hard time finding your Duncan-loving fellow massholes, but make no mistake, life in the Carolinas is different. So today I'm going to walk you through what you really need to know before you pack your bags, from cost of living to home buying, HOAs, and the surprises you won't see coming. Hey there, I'm Natalie Warren, a fourth-generation Charlottean. I actually left home for 20 years and lived in Los Angeles, Amsterdam, and Boston, so I know exactly what it feels like to relocate to a new city, especially a move from Massachusetts to North Carolina. After moving back, I can confidently say that Charlotte is one of the best places to call home. I've also been a real estate agent for over 10 years, helping clients buy and sell nearly 400 homes, so I've seen firsthand what people love and sometimes struggle with when making the move here. Today, I'm going to walk you through what you need to know before heading south. Massachusetts was recently ranked the second most unaffordable state in the United States, just behind Hawaii. North Carolina, in comparison, came in at 26 and South Carolina 28. It's estimated that Massachusetts is overall about 18% more expensive than North Carolina. That's on groceries, housing, etc. Boston in particular over Charlotte, 35% higher. Rent in Boston, 42% higher. And this year, the average single-family home in the Boston suburbs surpassed $1 million, while in Charlotte, the average is just north of $500,000, or lower if you go further out into the suburbs. What that means is you'll have more breathing room in your monthly budget for things like utilities, groceries, gas, not to mention the fun things. Yes, your money goes further here, but don't expect to live like royalty on nothing. Think more comfortable, not zero cost. And if you work in the public sector, don't expect to see Massachusetts salaries here in the Queen City. You can expect to pay less for things such as insurance, property taxes. I personally pay half of what I paid in Natick. Utilities, gas, and food. $5 beers are not uncommon, and neither are weekly $10 dinner specials throughout the city, even in some of Charlotte's most trendy restaurants. And if I'm speaking your love language, food, you're in for a real treat. North Carolina is in the heart of barbecue country, and it is split between two styles, vinegar and tomato based, and Charlotte is where these worlds collide. Plus, we have 40+ breweries to wash it all down with. Now let's get into home buying in the Carolinas. Now this is a topic I know intimately. I was a Massachusetts agent for 7 years, so I know the process well. Let's just say if Massachusetts is on one end of the pendulum, North Carolina is on the other. In Massachusetts, the process leans heavily in the favor of the buyer. You can walk away after inspections, appraisals, or honestly, if you just have a change of heart. And you get to keep all your money. That is not how it is here in the Carolinas. Here, when you make an offer, you put down a non-refundable deposit called a due diligence fee. If you walk away, you don't get that fee back. That's why good representation matters. Our job is to negotiate the lowest possible due diligence fee while keeping your offer competitive. If all of that sounds a little stressful, new construction can be a great option, or even crossing into the South Carolina border where the process tends to be a little more buyer-friendly. Now, let's get into HOAs. Love them or hate them, in Massachusetts, HOAs aren't super common. Here in the Carolinas, they are everywhere. Some people love them, like if you don't want your neighbor's political yard sign staring you down every time you pull in your driveway, an HOA might be a great fit for you. But if you dream of parking your RV in the driveway, you and the HOA president might not be vibing. Every HOA is different. Some are strict, others are chill, so reviewing those bylaws before writing an offer is key. And if you want to avoid HOAs altogether, don't worry, that's doable too. Now let's get into schools. In Massachusetts, public schools are typically organized at the town or city level. Each municipality, or sometimes a cluster of town, runs its own school district. That means the schools you get and their quality are tightly tied to your specific town, the local tax base, property values, and local government decisions. For someone moving from Massachusetts, you're used to thinking, if I live in X town, I get to go to X school district. That's not the case here. Our schools are broken into counties, and our school district, Charlotte-Mecklenburg Schools, has 35 high schools, 44 middle schools, and 102 elementary schools. So picking the right district isn't as cut and dry as it is in Mass. Redistricting happens often, so knowing what's being built and how that affects a neighborhood is really, really important. If you're in a completely different phase of life and you're not thinking about schools, but you're dreaming of a lifestyle upgrade that comes with community, connection, and convenience, the Carolinas have no shortage of 55+ neighborhoods. These aren't your grandma's retirement communities. We're talking resort-style living with amenities that rival private country clubs. My clients from Massachusetts just closed on a brand new home in Union County for a little over $500,000, and they'll be enjoying pickleball, tennis, multiple pools, dinner clubs, and so much more. Whether you prefer something low maintenance or social or tucked away and quiet, you'll find dozens of active adult communities across both North and South Carolina. They offer everything from golf courses to walking trails to full-service fitness centers. South Carolina also offers homesteading exemption, which means if you are over 65, the first $50,000 of your property is non-taxable on your primary residence. Now, let's get into traffic. Charlotteans love to complain about how much traffic has increased, but I can assure you, it is a walk in the park compared to Boston traffic. If you can handle the Mass Pike at rush hour, you'll be waving to your neighbors on 77 wondering what everyone's complaining about. If it's travel you're worried about, Charlotte Douglas International Airport is a hub for American. You can get just about anywhere in the US from here, and there's at least 10 plus flights per day back to Beantown. If you're a golfer, good news. You can play year-round here. Sure, you might have a frost delay in January, but you're not waiting until spring to dust off your clubs. The greater Charlotte area has nearly 70 courses, a mix of public and private clubs. And private clubs are just not what they are in New England. You don't have to shell out 6 figures or know a board member's cousin to join. Many neighborhoods in the Carolinas have a golf course or country club that waives initiation fees if you live in the community, and the monthly dues are actually manageable. Think more along the lines of a gym membership plus dining credit and not a second mortgage. Whether it's tennis, golf, or a social membership with a pool and dining access, you can enjoy that country club lifestyle without the old school gatekeeping. Now, if you love the outdoors, the Carolinas are going to spoil you. Dreaming of lake life, we have 3 lakes right here in Charlotte: Lake Norman, Mountain Island Lake, and Lake Wiley. They are all connected by the Catawba River, and they all kind of have their own vibe. So whether you're looking for kayaking at sunrise or pontooning on the weekends with friends, that lifestyle is totally achievable here without needing a vacation home. Now, if you're more of an adventure junkie, the U.S. National Whitewater Center is right here in Charlotte with whitewater rafting, zip lining, rock climbing, and even ice skating in the winter. And in our miles of connected greenways, which are perfect for walking, biking, or stroller strolls, it's easy to see why outdoor living is such a big part of life here year-round. And like Massachusetts, there is no shortage of places to explore on the weekends, but here, you can actually drive with the windows down. If you're a road warrior, you're going to love it. You're about 3 hours from North and South Carolina beaches, 2 hours from the Blue Ridge Parkway with epic mountain towns like Asheville, Boone, and Blowing Rock. Head south and you can be in Florida in about 6 hours, with plenty of charming small towns and lakeside stops along the way. Whether you're chasing mountain views or ocean breezes, living here means adventure is always just a quick drive away. When I ask people from Massachusetts why they moved here, if it wasn't for a job, it's usually for a change of pace and a lower cost of living that actually allows them to enjoy their life again. And I promise you, North Carolina delivers on that. The constant urgency that's baked into everyday life in New England just doesn't exist here. People take their time, they wave when you drive by, and you might even find yourself saying y'all unironically one day. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, there are things you will miss. A good deli sandwich, a snow day that actually feels earned, and that lobster roll on the Cape you wait for all year long. Oh, and reliable public transportation. I mean, I guess the tea is reliable, but you'll forget all about it the first time you're eating lunch outside in March while your Boston friends are posting photos of their driveway buried under a fresh foot of character building snow. It won't take you long to adjust. You'll swap out your snow boots for flip-flops and your winter coat for a winter rain jacket. And don't worry, we have Dunkin', just not one on every corner. But if that's a deal breaker, we can find you a house near one. Welcome to the Carolinas, where the sweet tea is strong, the winters are short, and the neighbors wave with their whole hand. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow for more Charlotte real estate insights that you won't find on your Google search. Welcome to the Carolinas. You're gonna like it here.